And a lot of people are upset.
Yeah.
At Mulan. They say, no, no, no. I was just pissed. I haven't seen it, but you have. And you told me that they didn't have any of the songs.
No songs.
And Eddie Murphy was not a part of this in any way,
no
shape, or form.
No cricket, no love interest. The captain of the in the animated movie is not there.
So this is closer to the actual like fairy tale or the
there's like the folklore myth of Mulan in Chinese folklore is like she was a woman who dresses a man to go to war for her dad and like to save her emperor because it's very like pro China. Save the emperor against the
There was a point in time where that was okay to say.
Yeah.
Being pro China.
Yeah.
That wasn't even that long ago. Mulan came out in what, the 2000s? Early 2000s.
I think it was
maybe late
1998?
Late 90s?
I think it was 98.
We are on like
1998.
Yeah. We are on such an accelerated pace right now. It's terrifying.
Part of me. So, all right, here we go. Okay. So my goal right now, you haven't seen it.
No.
I didn't really want you to see it because it's really bad. All right, and people listening, I'm for real about to go off on this movie. Like it's
buckle up.
It's hot garbage.
Wow.
Okay, it's so bad. And putting all of the political shit aside for a second. Okay, I just want to talk filmmaking right now. Like political, we went into the political stuff we're about to in a sec. I'm so mad at this movie. It's like, okay, where do I start? I wrote a lot of notes down, all in all caps.
Wow.
I hated it.
He was angry.
It so much.
This poor guy. Old Mulan done ruffled Cal's feathers. Let's get down to business.
Okay, first off, this has become a big deal recently, but all right, you have your movie. You're like, all right, we want to distance ourselves from the animated movie. We want to be true to the lore of Mulan. But they're all going to speak English. They're all going to speak English, and it's going to be all white people behind the camera.
Yeah.
And that is it was so weird because all of these actors and actresses, they're Chinese. Speaking in English with a extreme Chinese accent. It just sounds weird.
What?
Yeah. It's like they're Chinese people. But they're all like, you're going to speak English.
Right.
But we're going to be true to the folklore of Mulan, but you're going to speak English. And it just felt so off. Like my boy Donnie Yen is in this movie. Ip Man.
Ooh, Ip Man.
He's like the general of their troop.
Okay.
But he's so like robotic. He's so stiff.
I'm your commanding officer. Fighting will not be tolerated, am I clear?
Yes, Commander.
With your voice, soldier.
Yes, Commander.
What is your name?
Hua Jun, Commander.
Is this your family sword?
It belongs to my father, Hua Zhou.
He just looks uncomfortable because he's speaking English, but you can tell that he can't really act well with English because it's different. It's it's not in his nature.
Right.
Ip Man.
It's not his native tongue, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it? Is he?
No, he's Chinese.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
I mean, he's made Ip Man.
Right.
And it's all Chinese.
Right.
But like, it just felt so fucking weird. It's like, why? Why do they have to speak in English?
Well, because if you're gonna have you're releasing this in every market. It's not just going to China.
No, I know.
The majority of their base is going to be, it's an American release. So most people aren't going to sit through subtitles.
But what they were banking on with making this movie was that China was going to give them a fuck ton of money.
True.
They were like, we are really counting on this movie to kill it in China.
Yeah.
And now China's boycotting the whole fucking thing
well,
anyway.
They also, I doubt they want to watch the shit in English. Yeah.
Can you imagine that these Chinese characters are speaking in English, but you're hearing Chinese audio? And you're like, Why aren't they just speaking Chinese?
Right.
Makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
So it's like that right there. It's just like, why?
Plus, if they really wanted to like do it, no, that's dumb. But if they were gonna do it justice, like if you're gonna go that route, it's like just make it like an old school kung fu flick, and do it in Chinese, and then overdub it, and we'll just call it a day. If that's what you're gonna go for, because then you satisfy the billion-person base in China. And then, fuck the 330 million in America, or, around the world, English-speaking people is obviously more than us, but shit, satisfy the base.
Exactly.
Give them the movie.
Yeah.
But also, hey, China, put your own fucking movie out then. Come on. They
it's
could.
Disney owned.
I know. They could just make Mulan themselves.
But I mean, dude, you're going up against Disney, and if you fuck with a Disney property, you're facing a lot of shit.
Maybe they call it Mulan and put 2 N's and an E.
Or just
Mulan.
make their own Mulan movie, but don't title it Mulan.
Yeah.
Do it.
Call it the girl that dressed as a man and fought.
Yeah. And another thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, they wanted to distance themselves from the animated, but they had to rake in some English money. They had to rake in some American money.
Oh, yeah.
So what did they do? They have callbacks to the animated movie for some reason. Okay.
Even though they were trying to distance
It's
themselves.
so fucking cringy how they force these lines that are literally song titles from the original movie into
They say,
it.
let's get down to business.
No, they say, I'm going to make a man out of all of you.
Disgrace for your village. Disgrace for your country. We're going to make men out of every single one of you.
He literally says that. He's like, we're going to make men out of you.
Yes.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I don't care what she looks like.
I agree.
I care what she cooks like.
That will bring honor to us all.
And a lot of the orchestral songs are straight from the animated movie.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. You would have to do that.
Doesn't. No, it doesn't. No,
Come
you don't have to do
on.
that.
You got to do that.
No, that's stupid.
Because there's going to be music. So why
There
not
is,
use some
but-
of the original score?
I don't agree with that at all. I think that's stupid because the whole idea is that this isn't the animated.
You're telling a truly Chinese
We're
tale.
trying to be true to the original tale.
Right.
We're not offending your Chinese gods with the
Mhm.
dragon being Tiny and Eddie Murphy.
Which
We're not
was great.
offending. Yeah, but to China it was like, fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
They
It's
don't
like
that.
it's like making the Christian god like a little tiny puppy.
Making Jesus a little puppy?
Yeah.
Wait, Jesus or God?
God.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like
Well,
essentially what they're doing.
You
to
can
like,
do whatever you want, though. I feel like Christianity, they don't care because Alanis Morissette plays God in Dogma.
the Christians do care, yeah.
They didn't give a fuck.
But dude, we're talking like symbolism here. Like China's big on
They
dragons.
made Alanis Morissette God.
Okay, but that
You're right,
aside,
you're right.
that aside, the callbacks, like the songs and the fucking lines. The lines killed me. It was like when she was in the way like they keep bringing up like bring honor to us all. It's like that's one of the songs. It's like you will bring honor to us all. I will bring honor to us all. I will bring honor to us all. It was so cringy.
So, all right. Original Mulan. You're in or out?
Animated?
Yeah.
The animated one is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what they did the second go around.
Not
just
good.
No bueno.
It's like I said, like the all that shit aside, when you're trying to make your own take on with the Mulan story
Yeah.
and keep it true to the original, and you're doing all this shit that's like calling it back to the animated movie,
Mhm.
but at the same time you're still shitting on some of these like you're still shitting on like what it means to have this tale originate from China.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like ridiculous.
So what you're saying is like what they should have done is Like, just go fucking tell
Go
the
all
new
out.
story. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
don't even forget that there was an original
Yes.
and just go hard and make an original, amazing.
They're dipping too much into both sides.
Yeah,
It's like we're gonna have this all be set in China. It's all gonna be Chinese cast, but all white crew, and they're gonna speak English, and we're gonna have callbacks to the animated one that made it big in America.
Right.
But we're also not going to shit on your Chinese gods and all of that shit.
God, it just
Like,
sounds like too many chefs.
What was nice
in the
about
kitchen.
the animated version was like you can have the animated characters look like they're speaking in Chinese,
Mhm.
and they had Jackie Chan in that one.
要成为男子汉，不认输。
He was doing he did "I'll Make a Man Out of You" for the Chinese version.
Oh, yeah.
It was sick. It was fucking awesome.
Okay.
So they were like, of course they crushed it with that.
Jackie Chan's my favorite.
But okay. All right, let's get down. Let's get down to business.
Shout
All
out
right?
Rumble in the
We're-
Bronx. If you ain't seen it, see it.
The editing in this movie, so terribly paced. This is a 2-hour 10-minute movie. It felt
Woof.
it was so fucking awful. Like the moment to moment editing, it was like, all right, we're gonna hit this beat. All right, now we're gonna go hit this beat. All right, now we're gonna go to the next thing. It didn't feel natural. It just felt like very rushed until we got to the battle. It was like, we got to get through this stuff. We got to get through it. We got to set up all this stuff. Like it's but it was so bad. Like you can tell, like when they were shooting the movie, a lot of the talking scenes,
Yeah.
they only really got like a shot of, all right, we're gonna get a shot of you. We're gonna get a shot of you. Say your lines. We're not gonna do anything else. And it kept like jumping around and like jumping around, like all these different characters. We gotta get all these different reactions.
Her name is Lily. Her skin is white as milk. Her fingers like the tender white roots of a green onion.
Ling is a romantic.
Her eyes are like morning dewdrops.
I like my women buxom. With strong, wide hips.
I like kissing women with cherry red lips.
I don't care what she looks like.
I agree.
I care what she cooks like.
Tell us, Wajun. What's your ideal woman?
My ideal woman is courageous.
A courageous woman.
Yes.
And she has a sense of humor.
She's also smart.
But what does she look like?
That's not the point.
Courageous, funny, smart. Wajun's not describing a woman. He's describing me. That's not you, Yao. That's definitely not you.
It's like, no, you can shoot some 3-person shots. Hello.
That'd be fun.
Try and unite some of these characters here.
Right.
Make
Show a
them
little
feel
unity.
like some brotherhood going on in this army.
Mhm.
I will say though, one thing that was cool was one thing that I liked was when Mulan was like trying to hide her identity from the army, because it was like it felt like there was more stakes to it, because she kept like trying to hide like, you know, like her breasts, like she was putting this really tight like chest piece on.
Mhm.
She wasn't showering at all. They're
Mhm.
like, geez, you
Mhm.
stink.
I told you to line up for showers.
Showers?
Showers. You lot stink. And I need a volunteer for night guard duty.
Me. I volunteer, sir.
You should really consider skipping guard duty and taking a shower. You stink, my friend.
And she was like, yeah. And she was like taking all these different tasks to not have to go shower with them. And then it leads to her going to the lake and like being naked in the lake.
You reek, soldier. Have you even showered once yet? You smell bad.
It's that scene feels more heavy than like the animated one. Like that was cool.
Right.
Everything else was bad. And the fucking Phoenix metaphor was ridiculous. They shoved that shit down your throat. And to make it even worse, they had a narrator talking throughout the whole movie to make sure that you knew that she's a phoenix. She's a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Right.
You get that? Did you get that, guys? We keep throwing the phoenix in the sky. Okay, she's a phoenix, and she killed herself. She killed her fake identity.
And Hua Jun did die. For a lie can only live so long. But Mulan lived.
And now she's a phoenix.
She's new. She's born anew.
And to really make you get it, we're gonna have a shot where she's standing, and the phoenix wings are gonna be behind her.
Right.
It's like she's finally rising.
Do you get it? She's a phoenix.
Did you get that, guys?
You get it?
You get it. She's a phoenix.
Right.
The whole fucking movie. And on her fucking sword, she had these Chinese characters that said truth, honor, and whatever.
Loyal, brave, and true.
There's the three themes of the movie.
Right.
Were these, and these. And all the time they were like, are you being true? Are you being fuck? I can't. Are you having honor? Are you like doing all these things? And
are you a phoenix rising from the ash?
Loyal, brave, and true.
Was marked with the pillars of virtue.
Loyal, brave, true.
The ashes.
Are you being a good person? and one of the final shots of the movie, they reforged her sword, and like they were like, we added another character. We added another little. No, it was it was.
It's the Disney.
Oh my
symbol.
god! No, it was dedication to family.
Devotion to family.
Just the character might as well be looking at the fucking camera, being like, the lesson of this movie is treat your family right.
Hey,
be dedicated to your fucking
you're saying
family.
That Darman was one of the lead writers?
Yeah. You might as well have been, because God, it was trash.
Good job, Darman. You really drove that one home.
The Phoenix ship destroyed me, because there was a scene where she was like still hiding and being a man, like during like the big battle, and she's fighting like the villain woman. She's like a witch. And the woman was like, you're holding yourself back because you're not being who you truly are. You got to kill the person you are now to be the person you're meant to be.
Duh.
And literally the narrator was like a phoenix?
Like a phoenix.
Rising from the ashes. And then they show the fucking phoenix.
You are a mighty warrior. Rise up like a phoenix. Fight for the kingdom and its people.
They're like,
caw.
It fucking killed me.
They showed
dude.
Jean Grey from X-Men.
Might as well have.
Oh, Sansa Stark.
And then at the end, like the fucking end, they showed the Phoenix flying up into the sky.
Caw-caw!
And another thing, okay? This character had no fucking agency the whole time. She did not feel like a powerful female character.
Okay, yeah.
You know how in the animated movie, she like, during the big battle on the snow mountain, she took a rocket and like shot it at the mountain.
King, come back! King!
All right, you might want to light that right about now.
Quickly, quickly!
Come on, we gotta help.
You missed! How could you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you!
She was like that. She was doing that shit. Like she was winning the war.
Right.
Shooting that rocket into the mountain, causing an avalanche.
Yeah.
In this movie, she like all of her like battalions or whatever are like hiding from this giant trebuchet thing, catapult thing that's throwing fiery balls at them.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, these battalions decide to sit in one spot where it's very easy for a catapult to shift aim and shoot at them.
Right.
You know? Like that's the dumbest and they have all their shields up.
Right.
And it's gonna matter that a 5-ton fiery ball is coming at them.
Doesn't matter.
They're fucked. And Mulan is like, she looks at the snowy mountain and she's like, well, I could do something with that. So, but she takes a gamble. She like goes up to the mountain. She goes up to the mountain and starts shooting arrows at them, right? From the mountain.
Yeah.
But it's very obvious it's one person because the dude's getting shot one at a time.
Right.
It's like boom. But they turn the fucking whole thing around anyway, and they're like, shoot her with the catapult. And they shoot the catapult way up into the mountain.
Yeah.
Like an idiot.
Yeah.
And the avalanche comes down.
So it's okay.
And Mulan's at the fucking top. Like, how is she
Right.
gonna get out of that?
Because she's
no agency. It wasn't her doing
incredible.
it. It was
Yeah.
her taking a gamble. Like, oh, maybe this will work.
Interesting.
And another thing. So when they find out she's a girl, but she's like dishonored. She's like, you're a liar. We should execute you, but we're not. We're just gonna send you back home. Instead, she was like, no, they're going to attack the emperor. The Huns are going to the central city. We didn't win the war. They're still going, and they're going to kill the emperor. And in the animated movie, the Shang, the captain, he was like, no, we're not listening to you. You're a girl. Go home. But her friends, like, you know, the trio, they were like, we believe you. Like, we'll help.
Why is Mulan any different? Keep your eyes open. I know they're here. Yeah!
My children, heaven smiles down upon the Middle Kingdom.
Sir, the Emperor's in danger. But the Huns are here. Please, you have to help. No one will listen.
Huh? Well, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Mushu.
Hey, you're a girl again, remember?
Your Majesty, I present to you the sword of Shan Yu.
I know what this means to you, Captain Lee. Your father would have been very proud. Come on!
They'll never reach the Emperor in time. Hey guys, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
So she takes them and sneaks into the capital to help protect the emperor. And then the captain sees the error of his ways and goes to help them. That's agency. That's her making a choice like against what everyone's telling her to do.
Yes.
That's agency. That's a powerful character. In this one, she goes up to the general and she's like, hey, they're going to go attack the emperor. And the emperor's like, the general's like, you are a girl.
The Imperial Army can't stop
No,
him
you
now.
lied to us.
But perhaps a small, well-trained force could. When employed correctly. 4 ounces can move 1,000 pounds.
Only a foolish man listens to someone whose very existence is a lie.
And the friends were like, no, we believe her. And the general, he takes a minute and he's like, you know what? You were very loyal and you had honor, but you had the little hiccup with lying about being a girl.
Right,
but
right.
you know what? You're gonna lead my entire army to the Chinese capital, and you're gonna lead the whole charge. You're gonna do it.
I believe Hua Mulan.
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 Hua Mulan, your actions have brought disgrace and dishonor to this regiment, to this kingdom, and to your own family.
But your loyalty and bravery are without question. You will lead us as we ride to the Imperial City.
Ready the horses!
And you know that's him giving her permission. Like,
Right.
you're allowed
absolutely.
to do that.
Absolutely.
That's not.
Well, it makes it his idea.
Exactly.
Yeah. It makes
And-
him look like the what's the word I'm looking for?
Like oh shit.
Yeah. It was his idea. It basically means that he gives her permission. It's not her great idea. It makes him look like I can't think of the word.
Makes him look like the awesome general.
Yeah, or like he's the brilliant thinker, or the brilliant mind,
or
that's
he's
willing to accept you know, this rebel without a cause kind of character that she's becoming.
And he's the redeemed one. He's
right,
like,
he
immediately saw
that
he was at fault.
Right.
He's like, I'm going to do something really awesome and make you the general.
Right.
Because I don't know what I'm doing, clearly.
No, because you know what? It's like 1423 in China, and like times are changing, and like ladies can do stuff too as long as they're not on their pyramid, bro. And like, Mulan's, you're real cool. Or Mulan, this is a new story that we're telling. Dope, pretty dope,
and apparently,
and really, really annoying.
Yeah,
like they really cut the legs off of the entire well, and it also sounds like there's some CCP intervention. You know, like they're like, whoa. We can't let a lady be no. She can't be the hero. It's always a man.
Yeah,
you need someone with a penis to really run the show.
And apparently, the emperor has godlike this fucking 60-year-old emperor has godlike reflexes. The lead Hun shoots an arrow at him from below.
I've seen this scene.
Yes.
Yes.
He catches the arrow.
Right.
Throws it up. Mulan does her cool kick.
Right.
And it goes right into it. But the crazy thing is, one of the first battles of the movie is the Huns are charging at this like encampment.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hun leader catches 2 arrows with his hands as he's charging them. It's like, dude, where was that?
Well, no, maybe he was like so overwhelmed by how she was rising like a phoenix. And
dude, he saw the wing shot. He was like,
"What?
Oh, she's really becoming her own.
Bro, she's got so much honor for her family.
She really
family
rose
first.
up from the ashes of her old character.
She's a total family first chick, and I dig that.
She's really dedicated to her family. You know what? I'm gonna tell him to add that to her sword.
Well, did you see that 60-year-old guy do that thing? That was crazy. Wait, the Huns. Are the Huns Mongols?
I can't remember. They
are they different?
They described them as a different thing.
I
just call them the Huns because the animated movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they were called in this one.
Because the Mongolians. No, it doesn't matter who you are. Yeah. Penis, vagina, avalanche, dragon, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They were going to fuck you up. You're going to have a tough day.
Yeah. There's just so many moments where like a lot of the emotional like hits from that animated movie that was so well edited and paced, it feels so dull in this one.
Yeah.
Like the whole
they made it. Yeah, I feel like the original, I mean, and I don't even know, the animated. Dude, it's like that's the story, you know, that's how you digested it the first time. It's going to feel like that was the way it should have been told.
Yeah.
Where, you know, this new thing is exactly that. It's a new thing.
But I'm purely just saying, like, the way they had those hits happen in the animated movie felt so much more like impactful than this new one. Like in the animated movie, the whole "I'll make a man out of you" like piece, musical piece, really well done to show the progression of, okay, they're dog shit at combat and now they're really good at combat. Like they really show all of the different like things that they go to, and they really make it like, you know, ramp up to her climbing the pole and getting the arrow. Like that's a great like symbolic piece to use. Is like she climbs up, gets the arrow, they're men.
Yeah.
Like they do it.
They had a baller montage.
Yeah. And in this one, it's they have really bad archery shots where they're like, oh, they're trying to shoot the arrows, not really working. This guy, oh my God, this one guy shoots an arrow into the head, and they're like, wow, that's awesome. And then like they're, you know, the buckets where they're like carrying the buckets of the mountain. That's the arrow in this movie. It's like they have to climb the mountain with the buckets like this.
Yeah.
But the whole time, it's like they don't do a good job of montaging that with all the other stuff. It's like they cut it up so much, because in between it's like they're having their meals, they're having like their little chit chats in between like all these training days.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel it doesn't feel like their work. It just feels like, oh, another day of training.
Right.
You know,
right,
we're having
right.
our meal.
It becomes mundane, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got to the top.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't feel as like triumphant,
Right?
You know, like
right.
Mulan's like running up with these water buckets.
Well, that's
where you're
another
like,
thing too, though. With like, I gotta pee. The way that like Disney movies work with like the musical aspect, like you really like the music builds to a point, and it really like drives to get through those points from where we suck to we're great. But like it keeps you captivated, and it always builds. Like there's that narrative through the song and shit.
Yeah, it's like Rocky montages where he climbs the steps of Philly. That's
running,
perfect.
Yeah.
That's really well done.
I need to see him running on the beach.
Yeah,
I need to see him punching shit. I need to see him chasing a chicken around. But then, if you drop all of that, like there's none of the music, because it's always in these
with the music set, like music in the background, or
I
they're
don't want to say
singing.
it's sappy, but
but it works. It works. It hits that emotional moment,
right? And now we can get from where we were to where we need to be.
Okay, now they're men. We can ready to go to war,
100%.
and now, but then it was just like we're kind of mulling about.
I fucking can't stand that. In lieu of exposition, you use these songs to advance the story.
Yeah.
And if you don't have, that very necessary story feature or whatever the tool, storytelling tool, what the fuck are you doing?
But even without a sung song, it's like I said in Rocky, it's like a training montage set to music.
To music,
like it, and it's really well done. Yes, it's a cliche.
Yeah.
Every training movie does it.
Mm-hmm.
Some, like Creed, for example, they do kind of twist it around where it's like it's not all one song. They do cut to different scenes in between his training.
Right.
But it works because of the visuals they're using for each training and the pacing of the editing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they really hit emotional moments in between these training like scenes to show, okay, what's he fighting for?
Yeah.
Why is he doing all this training when he's got all this money? Like they're trying to hit these moments in a well-paced movie, and the training montages are just well done because it's all these visual callbacks to what he was doing, and now he's getting better. Now he's getting better at these same things.
Yeah,
it's repetition. But in Mulan, it's like she's trying to hide her identity, but at the same time, she wants to like build her manliness. She also wants to like make sure that the general likes her. Like the general really likes her. He knows her dad.
Yeah.
And like there's too many elements they're trying to play with here to build to the ending moments that just don't work.
To really give it some balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not
very
good.
interesting.
And
I don't want to see this movie.
No.
Wow.
Please don't.
Yeah.
And
you said it costs $40 to watch it.
So if you don't have Disney Plus, you have to pay for the $15 to get the subscription for Disney Plus, and you have to pay an extra $30 for premiere access to see one movie, and that's Mulan.
Yeah.
You can see it as many times as you want. Yeah, I'm going to watch it once and then
burn my house down. Yeah.
Oh, it's
and then light my house on fire.
Okay, and I just have one thing to say about politics for a sec.
Okay.
Yes, Disney thanks the CCP organizations and these regions that have Muslim concentration camps, and that sucks. But what I think is so shitty is that Disney is just like they're and USA hates it. China doesn't like China wants obviously to have a role in this movie too.
Yeah.
So Disney wants both parties to be happy. They're doing these musical callbacks.
Yeah.
It's in English.
Yeah.
We're also going to work with CCP.
Yep.
It's like Disney's just in the middle. Like, can you guys both? I know you guys hate each other right now, but can you guys both give us like hundreds of millions of dollars for our super cool Chinese Mulan movie?
Yeah.
It's really dope.
It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be great. We paid a lot of money for
Trust
this to
me,
be really good.
It's gonna be like a Phoenix Rising.
It's gonna. We really came into our own here. Ooh. We were like Phoenix is rising. We killed the animated, and we had a brand new, awesome live action China. No, it's terrible.
No.
It's like they want it all. They want a piece of everything.
This movie needed to come out before Trump was in office.
This movie needed to come out before the pandemic.
100%.
But they got fucked, and I'm so happy that this movie sucks.
Yeah, it's not good.
God,
I mean, nothing you've said makes me think this is a good movie.
It's not. My goal right now is to get you guys to not watch it.
Oh,
don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. You're gonna be left unsatisfied, just unhappy, and just a little unsettled.